Bertram, let me just stick. Bring it iron. Sour NoiseMakers is a big deal, boom. Sour NoiseMakers is a big deal, hey. Sour NoiseMakers. Ay, 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 ay.
Sour NoiseMakers Rhythm Section.
I am Michelle Otego-Roper, manager and founder of San Juan NoiseMakers Rhythm Section.
I am Anthony Top, co-manager, aka the Juan man at San Juan NoiseMakers Rhythm Section. Instrumental.
The band was formed through meeting Spec, the Shack Shack man, Leo Sidem. Gave me to Shack Shack. I met him when my father-in-law got married for his 50th anniversary. Going forward, we used to go as family, my sisters, my siblings, my husband. We used to go forward around playing the rhythm. And one day I was given a gift of the rhythm section, of a rhythm section for my baby. I always liked the rhythm. And when we asked for the rhythm to come and play in certain functions and things, they never had time. They weren't able to do it. So we recognized that we had the talent. I told my son and I said, we could form a rhythm section. And that is basically how the rhythm section came about. The year the band was formed, officially the band was formed in 2015, officially. But all around 2011, we were coming up on unofficial parts, picking up bits and pieces of the family and everything, but the official part is 2015, only as night. The reason why the band was formed is that we love rhythm, we love the rhythm section. And when we would ask the rhythm section, other rhythm sections to come and in a function that we were having, they were never able to do it. They always had something to do. And we, the members, knew that we had talent and that we could form a rhythm section. And then after forming the rhythm section was really to preserve African family life on a whole, but African family life, and to visit Trinidad, to know our country, and last but not least, we are not the best of singers, but the old-time calypso.
Yes, the old-time calypso competition where the members participating is fun, vibes, you understand? It's not no professional thing, but you come with your props, you sing your song, when you remember it, you write it down, and you have a time. You understand?
The amount of members presently in the band is about 11 of us. We have about 3 part members. So we will go with the co-manager Anthony Thorpe.
That's me.
Right. We will go with the PRO Kezia Lewis Thorpe.
My name is Kezia Lewis Thorpe. I am Iron Lady / PRO. I'd like to play the iron.
With the videographer Louis Anthony Permel Jr.
Hey, my name is L.A. Louis Anthony Permel Jr., better known as the Tok Man, videographer for the San Juan NoiseMakers Rhythm Section.
The lead iron, Otego-Roper.
I'm Otego-Roper, the lead iron man of the San Juan NoiseMakers Rhythm Section.
Box bass man Ken Flavini.
Philip Ken Flavini. I'm called the box bass man, and you get a song like this.
The scratcher man, DJ Tony Thorpe.
Call me Tony, DJ / scratcher man for the San Juan NoiseMakers. When I come to give vibes, it's real vibes all the time. Yeah, thank you.
Earl, cowbell man.
Yes, my name is Earl Eatwell, cowbell man, San Juan NoiseMakers. Yeah.
L. Permel, senior treasurer.
I am Louis Purmel Sr. and I am the treasurer / clacker man.
Paula Purmel, Scratcher Lady, Jerry, DJ Master J.
My name is Jerome Thorpe, known as Master J in the music industries, associated with San Juan NoiseMakers rhythm section. It is such a pleasure to be associated with this fantastic group. With this fantastic group, the San Juan NoiseMakers rhythm section. No other group could be associated and get the kind of praise that San Juan NoiseMakers rhythm section experience.
The multi-instrumentalist, Latrell Otego Thorpe.
My name is Lisa Imai Thorpe. I play all the instruments. I am multi-instrumentalist.
And then after that will be Yvette Stanley, part-time, and Kirsten Stanford, part-time members. Oh, the instruments in the band, first and foremost, is the Shak, one of the original. Then we'll have the scratcher.
Right.
Then you have the box bass.
Box bass. Yeah, we have the bongo drums. We have the cowbell. We have a little cymbal, a makeshift cymbal. Tock tock. Clack clack. Boom boom boom. Obviously we missing out the main thing, the irons.
And the horn. The horn, man.
Oh yeah, and the horn. Right, basically, family, know your country and friends line. As well as you can see in the band is full of family and friends. Everybody you're hearing a senior and a junior, and it's basically family and friends. Knowing your country is that it is going on. Trinidad is a beautiful place. You understand? Everybody will spend the money, go all America and thing, and they're visiting all kind of sites and thing in America, and you don't know your country what it have in Trinidad and Tobago. People never went to the Pitcher Lake. People never went to the volcano, Devil's Wood Yard, Nolly's Tunnel. So basically is to know your country and how beautiful Trinidad and Tobago is. And you have a lime because we shinny. We just lime. So you have a lime, a little drink and lime at the same time. So, and plus it's to bring family together. You understand? That African family, well, family on the whole, as my mom say, bring it together and have everybody close. No separation thing, everybody enjoying themselves and know your country. Most importantly. Anything to add to that?
Well, as he's saying, to know your country, Brasso Seco. I never knew it had a place called Brasso Seco until we decided to know your country. Another place was the Carcass. Growing up, and I am 57, going on 58 years old, I was always told that you could just stand up from Trinidad and see people walking in the Carcass.
And hanging up clothes.
I'm in Venezuela and hanging up clothes.
In Venezuela.
And that was a myth. So in knowing your country, we knew that was not factual. And then we meet a lot of the residents, which really love to see the group, to see the rhythm section, to see us do sports and family day. We also do that in going to know your country. Another thing that the group that San Juan NoiseMakers did is the evening members. It had members did not used to sing, they did not used to dance, they did not used to participate in anything. San Juan NoiseMakers brought out that in the group members.
Was a place called Scrapy's Nest in Guayagari. That was our first know your country and friends line. And that correct with that?
That's your
right. Yeah, well, that know your friends and country was the first, so it didn't have much activities in it. We just went on a long run. Everybody who went to Guayagari found out where the place is, took our lime, took our drink. So that was the first. It didn't have any we didn't really have much rhythm in it or calypso competition or anything like that. So that was the first one. 2015, Old Year's Night, the part-time member, Keston Stanford, just got married. So we decided to take our lime for Old Year's home by us here in San Juan. Right? You know Old Year's does be coming into New Year's. Is lime, is fireworks, the place noisy. You understand? And yeah. So the place noisy and we liming and drinking and thing. Later down, we hours in the morning, the place get quiet, but we playing iron and vibes in the place still, but everybody is quiet like a lamb. The fireworks done, everything. So we turn around, we watch each other and we say, well, like, we's the only people making noise here. And I came up and said, well, we's the Sawa NoiseMakers. Boom, the manager take that idea and say, well, that is we name. Sawa NoiseMakers Rhythm Section. So that is when we was known as Sawa NoiseMakers Rhythm Section. That little story.
When I wanted to form the rhythm section, I went to my husband. I found this iron, right, in the yard, this rusty iron. So I wanted to, while having the rhythm section, what we had was the shack and the scratcher. So I wanted to add on the iron onto us moving where we were going from house to house, line to line. So I got this rusty iron from in the yard. I bring it inside and I asked my husband, I say, you feel that this could have a nice tone and everything? He came outside and he watched rusty iron and he said, that ain't no tone at all. But even though I cannot play the double stick iron, I playing it and I hear the song in the iron. I hear the tone. I said, this have a nice tone in it. Anyhow, my brother-in-law Felix came out and I asked him again. He started to play it. He said, yeah, but this have a real nice tone. Bertram talking shop in this man. I said, I know that man. So one time I take up the iron and the co-manager I said, we fixing up this iron. So the co-manager will take up from the iron part. Fixing up the
yeah, well, as she said before, the iron rusty, it is really a iron bender. You understand? For a mason that was here, it's old and rusty, and she said fix it up. I had to go and sand this thing. I was in there, but say what? My mom, she want to see her dream go through, so I had to sand this thing, sandpaper it down, buy bomb spray, chrome bomb spray, spray it up, and have it looking presentable enough that that for the public eyes.
Right. Keeping in mind now that none of us could play the iron. Not knowing my husband could play that iron, but he didn't want to, because he did not want to be committed to any rhythm section playing any iron. So he keep that on a down low. So I put up the iron in the bag and I was going around with the iron because I know we must get somebody who would want to join the rhythm section who could play the iron. While going up that a Boxing Day line we had by one of the members, Anthony Thorpe Sr. I work with the iron. We had the iron, the shack, the scratcher. So the people he have it and the co-manager have a scratcher. I am a shack, and I had the iron in the bag, and nobody could play it. So we there we linemen. Next thing, I just bring out the iron and I put it down there. And Mr. Harold Morris was one of the guests in the line, and Harold Morris pick up the iron and start to play the iron. I said, "What? Mo, you can play the iron?" And Mo play that iron whole night,
non-stop.
Right. And from then on, with lime, I move in with the iron, and Harold Morris playing the iron. But the story coming now, we end up in Tobago in a line. He going along, he's still playing. He not the original Iron Man yet. He's still thing. We end up in a line in Tobago, a parang. The co-manager will talk this part.
So we end up in a parang in Tobago, right? Bands playing, paranging. Mr. Haramo Morris ringing out that iron. All Mo used to do was wipe his head and drink a Heineken and iron running whole night. The man bad like that. You understand? And we the vibes, you know, someone makers do it, be ringing out in the parang. Well, they had a little competition for some beers. I asked who could come and sing a little song. Well, I ain't no best singer, but I could entertain. So I go up and sing a little song.
With your wife? Both of them went up.
Right. And then we met G-Sharp and friends. And well, I won the hamper. And yeah, the more running the iron and stuff. I think you could elaborate more than that.
Right. So what happened? How he became the original? A gentleman now met us there. The vibes going down nice. They like sound. They like us how he vibes up the place. And he came and he asked that if the rhythm section would be interested. He didn't know that time we still German up. We're not actually a rhythm section. So he wanted to know that they have some people that's come foreign. They just have their lines and they would like to know if they could get a rhythm section to come and play in the rhythm section. And I came and I said, well, right. I said, yes, we're the rhythm section. We still didn't have no name. We didn't have no name at that time. So I told him, I said, yeah, and with Mo, I said, Mo, we can do this. And I gave him the number. I came to him and I tell him, Mo, I put in Mo to manage that time to run the show. And he gave Mo his number. He gave Mo all the numbers of the people, his number, and tell him all the people that they would want to first to come up and play a little rhythm in the party because they liked the vibes that they were getting that day. Unfortunately, Mo came and passed with all the numbers. We never got. Right? But by then, by then, yeah, Mo was already the original Iron Man from playing the iron. He was the only person playing that iron all the time. So that's how we came and named the iron Mo Iron. So a lot of people felt the iron had belonged to Mo. But they didn't know the origin of the iron was from here. And I just named it Mo Iron because Mo was the one who was always playing the double iron. So that is how Mo became the official original Iron Man of San Juan NoiseMakers.
Oh yeah, shout out to my boy Nice Man. Right? Yeah, well, thanks to the videographer, Louis Anthony Purmel, right? Junior. Right? Louis Anthony Purmel Jr. Did a music video for him, Ponchakrem. So that's how he and him was associated. And my mom got married in 2018 and he bring Nice Man as a guest artist. Right? He performed some songs and things, but we didn't really know him as much. We wasn't really tight to say off at the wedding. A second music video come now, man bring a big tune called Jam Parang. You understand? Ponchakrem bad too, but he come with Jam Parang. So another video had to be made. And Mr. Ellie said, well, here it is going on. The rhythm section, San Juan NoiseMakers will be a good addition to that video. Well, Nice Man with the cool, humble spirit, the man real cool, look at that. Yeah man, I know the scene, bring them through. We went down in Dodge Road. Right? And we're going to film this video. The song, yeah, we're going to film this Jam Parang video. NoiseMakers in it, vibes up the place. You understand? And everybody else was like one family. Yeah man, so after that now, we and Nice Man good. We decided we was doing advertisement for cachet. For oh gosh.
A Christmas jingle for cachet.
A Christmas jingle for cachet. So we was doing a Christmas jingle for cachet and we asked for Nice Man help now. And with no problem, the man came and gave us that assistance, give us that pump. We did the couple jingles and from then on, Nice Man and NoiseMakers going hand in hand.
Kashe Papa Parang, when I had asked Mr. Kashe, which is really Wendell Joseph, but I just call him Mr. Kashe. I'd asked him for some sponsors of some jerseys, and he gave me the jerseys, and then he came up with this idea of having Papa Parang in his establishments. And he asked us if we can do a jingle for him. We are rhythm section. Doing a jingle was a kind of challenge for us, but we took up the challenge. The co-manager and the PRO, I consulted them and they said yes, we can do it. And so we went on and they decided Anthony Thorpe Sr. is a person does jingles. He's very talented in doing those stuff, but a teeny bit lazy in using his talents. So even though he came up with his stuff, he still believed that we should have asked Nice Man. And as the co-manager said, Nice Man, very humble and kind, decided to help us out. And that is how we end up with Kashe. But it was Mr. Wendell Joseph's idea. It was not our idea. In we taking the parang to his stores, having this parang and other a jingle and other parang music from store to store of his stores, celebrating the Christmas season. So that is how we came up with the Papa Parang. Where other artists came up, Mr. Kashe, Wendell Joseph is who had his other artists where we met, where show in Winchester, we met Doggy Slaughter and
Sachi.
Holiday Sashi. And we met these local celebrities is who we met in thanks to Kashe's stores. A few businesses, well-known businesses, is first and foremost Nyabingi Bar in St. Joseph. Our second people that hires is Mr. Flav Bar, one of our members, and Master DJ Master J Bar, East Wind Bar in Tunpuna Road.
Right, well, I go elaborate on what I remember and enjoy. Right, so one of the bars that I enjoy was Brooklyn Bar in Woodbrook, and we also performed in La Habana on the Avenue. Oh, right, not forgetting Smokey and Bunty on the Avenue.
Then Caps Bar in Tunapuna.
Right.
And then Big in the Dance, Rams.
Rams Logistics, big up to Rams Logistics. Right, so to elaborate on Rams Logistics, big up to Rams Logistics. We contacted Rams, they gave us the opportunity to perform for them. As a matter of fact, 3 times. So we had a Children's Day, a Children's Christmas party. We played the Iron Hunting, Sonny Bling was there. Nice little vibes to the children, and they was very impressed with our performance. So we got another gig. There is Ram's Christmas party. That is the adults now. That was a smash. You understand? Star Wars NoiseMakers did it again, and we got another gig, which was the Old Year's Night Renaissance, which was very classy. We felt like celebrities. We were treated very well by Rams. Right? We on the red carpet. Everything was nice. As a matter of fact, let me elaborate on that and all. But here it is going on. When fireworks going on a normal basis, you just had to look up at fireworks. We so high up, we had to watch down at the fireworks. You understand? First thing night. That was good vibes for 2020, coming into 2020. Big up to Rams Logistics.
Oh, Mr. Handsome Sherwin Winchester. Oh God, that was a pleasure.
That was our pleasure. Yeah, man. That was vibes.
And Doggy Slaughter, Holiday Sachet is
Yeah,
who
man.
came and run the rhythm with Sound NoiseMakers.
Nice vibe. Big up to them fellas.
Oh, and then we met Olatunji on the avenue.
Tadao!
Those are some of the celebrities. And then we bounce up old and handsome relator in the nostalgia football game. St. Mary's, the old boys nostalgia. Those are some of these celebrities.
Right,
Not forgetting the
not-
boss, nice man Earl Haynes, nice man.
You understand? Not forgetting Nice Man. And not forgetting we boy Orlando Thomas. You understand? Upcoming parang artist. Who else you can remember? We don't
Mr.
have to forget
Iowa
nobody.
George.
Oh yeah, man.
The big man himself.
The big man in the business, the boss. Iowa George.
Then we bounce up Ronald Man. After doing the Iowa show, we bounce up Ronald Man, who did a little small
You take a little jam at road,
jam
man.
with him.
Yeah, sing a little parang on the road, man.
Right, and San Juan NoiseMakers met one of our great legends, Crazy in East Wind Bar, for over the Christmas of 2020. East Wind Bar is located in Tunpuna Road. We meet some of the celebrities when we go to the Paramin Parang, where we meet the Parang Deros, Parang bands, and we also met the minister who came and take a jam with San Juan NoiseMakers, Mr. Colin Ingberg. And we also got a little photo shot with Eddie Charles doing a little jam session with San Juan NoiseMakers in TTT Gathering. Right, we also met Mr. Wendell Constantine, who was the CEO of TTT. He was the CEO of TTT. And we went outside of the gathering, and he came. He did a little interview with San Juan NoiseMakers, telling us how he was so impressed of the rhythm section, asking us how long we did that. But when we met him, I think was the first time that we really attended the gathering, right? And he was very kind, pleasant. How could I forget? One of the loves of my life in the Parang is Myron B. Myron B. And we play Myron B talking Parang throughout the year. That is, we put that as one of San Juan NoiseMakers' theme song, talking Parang. Old time calypso is preserving our culture. When I grew up, it had the old time calypso. The old time calypso, I never used to listen to it. I paid no attention to it really. It's me and my husband, he always loved that. And it's one day that I really sat down and paid attention and listened to the songs and the storyline behind the old time calypso. And it's amazing of the art and the talent of these old time calypso like Crazy, Juke, Sparrow, the deceased Kitchener, and all the arts. And I am saying that I want to preserve this for my grandson and for the upcoming generation as best as what San Juan NoiseMakers can do. So we decide to put it in props, sing it and put it in props, take it around the country, put it on Facebook and send it around the world.
Words really cannot explain the kind of feeling that we had on that stage at that magnitude.
True.
You understand? It was a good pillar, a good heights that San Juan NoiseMakers has met. Thanks to Neil Iowa George the boss. Thanks for the opportunity anyway. Yeah, words really cannot explain that. Watch now. It was like even though it's a pandemic and the crowd not in front of you, it still had that kind of atmosphere. You know that the whole world is watching you, and it's just a nice feeling. It's just a nice vibes. You understand? Nice Man perform was spectacular. We get big up by the boss himself, saying, hey, all you do real good. And to get that appreciation and feedback, it was very nice, heartwarming, very nice. We're thankful for it. Nice experience, one of the best.
Right, but that would not have been possible without the PRO. The PRO, Kezia Lewis Thorpe, is the one who saw, I believe, the advertisement on Facebook, and she pursued until she got San Juan NoiseMakers to be on that show. And we were studying whether we could have done it ourselves, and we decided to get in contact with Nice Man. We were always looking for Nice Man. Nice Man didn't believe that we could have done it because we only did that show in 4 days, in about 4 days time. But the PRO, Kezia Lewis Thorpe, very persistent PRO. Good for you all to have out there if you want a PRO, big money business. Knew that we were capable of doing it, and we did it. Music brings people together. Music is what brings the family together, brings community together, brings from everything, vexation, no matter what it is, music solves the problem. It brings a joy. It brings a joy to you. And when we go any place and the music starts up, everybody comes along. Everybody gravitates to San Juan NoiseMakers. So that is why we're so passionate about that. And it brings life. It brings life to everything around you.
Yeah, well, still coming with the music now. Remember, music is a universal language. You understand? No matter what creed, no matter what race, no matter what country, music, everybody have a love for music somehow or the other, no matter what kind it is. And that is life, heartbeat it in you, and that does bring everybody has gravitated to that music. So we love it, everybody love it. Yeah, man.
Well, I have big dreams for San Juan NoiseMakers. I see San Juan NoiseMakers in movie spots, to see San Juan NoiseMakers in a movie bigging up Trinidad and Tobago, bigging up the culture, bigging up the rhythm, also bigging up Nice Man and San Juan NoiseMakers. I see us on billboards and on advertisement doing more Christmas jingles and other things for big established companies. That is what I see for San Juan NoiseMakers rhythm section. I also see us going around the world, our Caribbean countries first and foremost, and then moving on to bigger things, bigger work. But that is what I see San Juan NoiseMakers heading to the stars. The small band, the big deal small band from San Juan.
Yeah, well, as the manager said, the manager does eat, dream, talk, drink, sleep San Juan NoiseMakers rhythm section. And they say you say once you could dream it, you see it, you could achieve it. And with a manager like that, know that we're reaching there. You understand? I as a co-manager sometimes does feel, I'm not lying about that, but the manager on San Juan NoiseMakers 24/7, she dreaming, talking about that. So once that with that mentality, no, it's higher heights, reaching outer space, reaching to the stars, these aliens, outer space, higher heights.
First and foremost, I would have to thank, as I said already, Alison Smart Morris, right? One of our biggest supporters. Then I will have to thank Felix Julian, because when the iron was declined as not being good, Felix was there to say about that the iron. Then we will have to thank Naya Bingi Bar, Anne Marie, for giving Samoa Noisemakers the chance to perform in her bar, and the person making it possible is one of our deceased and ex-member, Austin Trail, Babu, Red Packet,
Mandela.
After these people, we will have to thank all the members of Samoa Noisemakers Rhythm Section, past and present members today, because without them, it would not have Samoa Noisemakers at this point in time. But then it was always have the people out there telling you that you can do it. So I will have to go to Noah Long, Deanne Johnson, Lace Peter King, the people who just have here who always liking and loving and letting you know that you could make it.
I'd like to thank this fat man name again. I forget my wife, fat man.
And Wayne Antwine.
Wayne Antwine just invite us to his Ole's.
It's Boxing Day.
Boxing Day, yeah. Boxing Day line where you had the rhythm section performance. So that is all them things are plus.
In bringing Samoa Noisemakers to international will be one of our members, our videographer, Louis Anthony Permel Jr., for taking the videos of where we visited and all the photos and things. He started it up and putting us there and decide and suggesting that we have a Facebook page, which my sister Nadine Otego-Siler, she don't like the Otego part, but Nadine Siler, who did all our letterheads and putting up the Facebook page, putting us into Instagram. We would like to thank Nadine Siler. We want to thank Earl Haynes, nice man. Right? Wendell Joseph Cassius Stores for giving us that opportunity in meeting people.
Yeah, well, we want to thank Steve Joseph, the original Candyman. That is the man who will be welling up all the instruments, iron mash up, something need to well up. He's the man does fix up that. We want to thank Rams Logistics, Brooklyn Bar, for the opportunity of playing. Eastwind Bar.
We want to thank our original Shack man, Leo Sideno, because with him and Anthony Top Senior is how the whole idea even come up to even have a rhythm section.
Yeah, man. Spec live and direct. Don't you patch up like Pentapin. Stays on the ceiling but not on the wall. Yeah, man. We want to thank my lovely wife, Kezia Lewis, the PRO. You understand? Husband how to do that. You know. All the members are Samoa Noisemakers Rhythm Section. You understand?
And one of the persons that I have to thank most in Samoa Noisemakers reaching where we is my husband, Otego-Roper. Because many days when he haven't gotten any food or anything, when I have to sleep, eat and drink, as the co-manager says, Samoa Noisemakers, he was very supportive. Right? Even though he did not want, he was one of the persons that was the first manager to Samoa Noisemakers. He didn't believe in the dream, but he supported his wife in believing that Samoa Noisemakers could be a known rhythm section today. In closing, Samoa Noisemakers would like to leave for the people out there that we are a family and friends group that is made up of the oldest, the matriarch, to the youngest, our multi-instrumentalist, Latrell Emmanuel Thorpe, which is my grandson.
My son.
Right. That, and reason why he's the multi-instrumentalist, he plays all the rhythm in the rhythm section. And he is to take the rhythm section from generation to generation to preserve family and friends.
Yeah, man. And let me just leave all here with the Samoa Noisemakers theme song, thanks to Earl Haynes, aka Nice Man. And it goes like this: Samoa Noisemakers, it's a big deal, boom. Samoa Noisemakers, it's a big deal, eh? Sour NoiseMakers.
Ay,
Ay, ay, ay, ay, ay.
Sour NoiseMakers. Ay, 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 ay. Sour NoiseMakers. Where we from? It's a small band coming on from Sour. Some and them are saying that we from Barataria. We let's nice up and mash up any party, any event you have. Wanna know you can check way. Sour NoiseMakers. It's a big deal. Boom. Sour NoiseMakers. It's a big